Right, bro. Good afternoon. This is the interface for FLstudio. If you open it by default, so let me just quickly explain one or two things. What you have around this place, there are your tools, things to work with. Let me start with this first. This one, where you have one. This is where you create patterns. It can be beat. It can be what you just playing on the piano. It can be a particular loop or whatever. So I will come back to it. Then what you have here is playlist. If I click on it, this is your playlist. You can have as many tracks as possible. This will be mixed together later on. You can position them. What you have here is similar to the bar of your what's it called, of your musical sheet. So you can, like this one, from 1 to 2 I have 4 bars and like so, on and on like that. Okay, so if in case if it just disappear, just come to this place, playlist, to come and click on it to come back. What you have here is piano roll. I will explain later, but the simple thing is that instead of uh, playing it, you can actually draw it. Okay, so I will come back to this piano roll later. Let me close it. Then also what you have here is channel rack. Now this is where you have your plugins, although I have added some other plugins, so let me just do that once and for all. This is the one that comes with default. Once you open FLstudio, this is the one that you have. Let's assume if I want to hear this sound now, once I click on this, I'm playing it from the piano itself. So this sound is coming from the piano using the sound here. um let me just do something very quickly. Let's leave it at pattern. Then I will run the metronome. Let's leave the tempo at 120 and 130. This is the tempo. And let me play. Now just right click and say fill every 4. You can see. Now if I want to put it into my playlist, which is the best thing, okay, I'll just come to song. Now this thing on this panel channel. Now let me click here. You can see that already that thing it has. Now let me go to the next channel 2 now. I'll go back to my channel rack. Let's say, now let me paste this here. Okay, so let me go back to that channel 1. Let me just change this. You can see that I've actually started what's it called, creating my this thing. I can choose to still continue on this one, or I can choose another channel, another track, another pattern. Then this is where you have your plugins. This part comes with this thing, so I can pick drums. Let me try and do something. Okay, you can see now this one indicates the channel to what, to remixer. I'll still come to that. So let me still put it on channel 3. You can see something like that, so I can remove the metronome. So now if I click on this one directly, it's this where I should put it on the mixer. If we just click on this track, it will take it to the last this thing of the channel or the mixer. This is the mixer button. Okay, so you have as many mixer as possible. You want to see the last number sha. Okay, now this is your master. This one indicates the channel that you are working on. And this is channel 1, channel 2, channel 3 and the like. Boshima learning. So you can be adding as many, but I will advise that each of these things that you do, you route it to a a particular channel, so that at least you can have control over the volume, you can have control over the pan. You can pan it to the left or you pan it to the right, whichever one. Sorry, I said, at least you understand what I'm trying to say. Then you can route channel like this one. Now if I want to route it to this one, I can just so it will double it, it will route it to this one. Then also I can add some effects here. So let me quickly go over that. So let me just put this hi-hat as 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. So this hi-hat is on channel 3, right? So I'll come to this channel 3, so I can add effect. Let's say I want to add a delay. So you can see this is how you can just play around with what you are doing. So now one thing is that as I've done this one now, if I now want to record vocal, definitely I will need to select all this and duplicate it so that it can be as lengthy as possible. So let me click that. Do that. You press your control button, then you select it. Control, then you click and drag it over. You can now press Control B, duplicate a law like that. You can see. So this is as long as I want it. Now I'm going to stop this. So don't forget to save, of course. You need to save. Let's just say demo. Okay. So now based on other plugins that I've actually set, that I've installed, we can discuss on that one later. So let me just add piano and other things. There are pianos that comes with this. Okay, but let me quickly do this. This FLstudio is very good. It gives you kind of quality sound. So FPC, I need to load presets, multi acoustic, then multi channel, multi out. You can pick jazz or rock. It gives you kind of natural sound, like natural drum sound. You understand? So that's on that. But I won't really work on it. You can see you can hear the snare drum. You can hear the flood, the toms, the cymbals, and the like. So I'm going to delete it because me needed delete. Okay. Now for now I'm going to use only those piano or those things that comes with it. So you can just search for FL keys. Although we need to wà mí ìrántí ibi tó wà gangan ni, so you can just search for FL keys. Alright. Still loading. Where are you now? You're okay, don't worry. Let's just use under these packs. Okay, let me go to instrument, keyboard. Let's use electric. So it's loading. So because I've connected it to my this thing, so you can see that whatever thing I play, don't forget, let me just add it to next track or channel on the mixer. So it's now on channel 6, so you can increase the volume from here. Okay, so now let's assume I don't want to play from the piano, I only want to use the piano roll. So let me go back to C now. You can see that as I'm playing it on the piano, it's giving me, then let me create a new pattern and name it piano. Okay, so I can pick as many chords. Let me just play this. Let me pick a chord. Let's say major 7th. I'll just take it. Okay, that's the use of the piano roll. Now this channel now. So let me just repeat. I right click and just drag it to, so it will only play this loop. Let's go back to the piano roll. So this one has a chord I can, like I said. So let me pick another chord. Let's say major chord now. I'll need to I'll need to extend this thing so that nǹkan tí mo ń ṣe ti kọjá. To clear this, I'll just press Control. Okay, so I'm going to let me put a major 70 again. Then I can duplicate this. That's Control B again. So let me make this, instead of major 7, let me make this a major chord. Let me just put it as so. I hope you understand what I'm trying to do. That is just drawing it instead of okay. So that's that on that. I can see that in continuation. So let's now assume I want to play it. So let me add another pattern and name it piano played. I'm just here come my help me latin. So I'll click on this, but please be careful. Don't record into editing. We'll come to that shortly. But just click on record everything. Now, if you have your mic on, if you have other things on, it will record everything together. So I'll advise that for now you don't switch on your mic if you are recording on this thing. So I'm going to just try to play something. I don't know. You know you're better on the piano than myself. So let me just try to play something. So let's go. You can see that everything I'm playing Auto Walori already. Just right click by you delete by right clicking. Don't mind. So let's go. I'm going to record whatever I'm going to record after this one. So let me start recording now. Alright, you can see that everything I've played OT display as skinny. So let's now assume that I made a mistake somewhere. All I need to do is just to press Control down, drag over it. If I want to delete, I can delete. Let me undo. If I want to move it, let's say instead of playing C, I'm supposed to play C sharp. I can just drag it to that place. I can change the timing, I can change the position and all that. So that's that. You can see that me click on thing fee and nothing. So don't forget to remove record when you are done. So that's that on the any other thing I need to. So let's assume I want to add another instrument. I will just what's that? This thing is not supposed to display right. Okay. So let's assume I want to add another instrument. I want to buy the bass guitar. I don't use all these actually. Let me use the plugin, the one that I'm using itself, the bass guitar. It's called Ample Guitar. I downloaded it from Get Into Pieces. So I'm going to also add this one to another uh, track so that at least I can have effects, I can add other things on them. So let me add another track, bass. Okay, so let me record everything now. Alright, that off note that you had was those clicks that I made. Mobile can delete it, but just ignore that. So let me go to the this one. So I can add equalizer to this so that list could need. So let me just play it and low pass. So that's that on that. Now let's now assume I want to record a voice over it. So I will, since you are using Focusrite, so click on your mixer, select a channel, channel lórí mixer yìí, and now input you select, of course Focusrite ló máa put síbí báyìí. Let me quickly say this, tí ó bá gbé wá just press F10 or you come to tools, no, options, audio settings. Make sure that what you have here is Focusrite, because èmi ò ní Focusrite, maybe I will have selected Focusrite for you so that you can see. So make sure you select Focusrite. So that's that and that. So now I'm going to select input here. You can see that as I'm talking, though it will lead to echo, don't mind it, but at least only indicating be by picking. So if I now say record everything, okay, so as I'm playing, can see that it is already recording. Alright, so that's that. Now this recording, I can, don't forget I recorded on channel 20 here. Okay, I can now put it on because now it's not attaching any channel to it. So let me put it on another channel, then I'm going to stop this one from recording, so I only remove the input. You can see that to your kuro from it. So now this channel, now let me add some effects to it. Let's say reverb, and just add some effects. It depends on whether she more losing. So let me increase the size. I'll just put a, it depends on the what you feel like. So let's solo it. Alright, so let me just do something very funny here. So I'm going to add a picture format, then oh sorry, I need to select the key. I think I put it on C, then yeah, C major. So actually I'm trying to, so you can see what I'm trying to do, but it might not actually need this effect. I'm just trying to play around with this. Now we use this picture to correct notes. Let's assume the person singing is not actually on pitch. You can see that as I'm singing it, I won't try to correct it, put it on pitch. So you can leave this format. That one's just ere pani. So I think that's just the major thing. Then you can resolo, just right click. So I can reduce the, I can increase the volume here because me really sorrow loud. I think it will be better that I record this one again. So let me just write delete all. So I'm going to record this piano again. Okay. So I'll go back to my this thing. I'll make sure that it's electric that isn't selected, just one. Then I'll click on record everything, then I'll record. Okay. Let me see. I think I've dropped the volume so I can increase it just for the sake of for me to hear what I'm playing. Later I can drop it. Whatever volume I used to record here does not really mean. Then I can drop it later. So let's go. Right. So I think that I'm trying to see other things that you can actually add. Can add some effects. All right, I think that's the major thing. So the vocals that I record will be placed there. Those loops and other things that I record will be placed here. So you can just play around or watch more YouTube videos. That at least you can understand. So don't forget tools. I'm sorry, options, audio settings. If I say MIDI now, if you don't enable this, it will not identify your piano. So let's click on, if I remove the whatever thing I play, it will not recognize it. So enable, so you can see. Then audio, make sure this one is your focus right. Okay, so I think that's that. Other things, there are projects. You can change time signature, because at times it might not be 4/4 that you want to work on, depending on what you want to work on. So I think that's that. Or let me just quickly make a demo on that FPC, because it's what I use most. I really love it. So presets, acoustic. Let's pick jazz. So my load to all the default drums. So this tom. So this item I can actually pan it to the left. Okay, I'm having a challenge with this piano. That's very electric. But then this mid tom I can center it. Then low tom I can pan it to the right. Okay. Okay, so let's assume if I go to piano roll, if I play something like high tom, where are you? Okay, high tom. Okay, if I say mid tom B, that's not me. Then low tom. Okay, so I'll need to this is channel 5. I'm going to delete it. Let me give it a, let's say FPC. Mid tom. I just want to show something. Okay, so I'm going to paste it here. Then I'll only repeat it based on this. Now let's watch our mixer. Where are you? Okay, I did not add, so this one too I need to. Okay, so automatically from this channel 9, let me do something like this. Now if you watch from this channel 9, my bass drum will be on channel 9. Now next thing, you can see that that's the snare. So all the cymbals, then the tom. Automotive. What's that? Can see that here is more to the left, here is more to the floor. Can see that here is more to the right. Now let me make it 100%. Although you not hear it, but you can see from the distance. So let me now play. So that's just how to pan and do some other stuff. Let me stop the video here, so at least you can pick it up from here when you watch this, and we can now uh, do other things. So I'm going to load the other song that I'm actually working on. I'm still trusting God for inspiration. I still need more plugins. I need to develop better skills. So when it comes to production, so I will load this and I will just explain one or two things that I've done, and you can watch it. And alright, so just to load, you can see this is my mixer. I actually put the FPC first, then I'm using Purity, is one of the plugins for piano. Let me load the Purity so that you can see. Don't mind this guy. This one is Nexus. This is Purity. You can select from any range of sound that you like. So you play from the piano, but you actually. So here I'm using a like a trumpet. I think my song is the song is on C sharp. So I'm using this Nexus for strings. So this is my bass guitar. This is acoustic. This is the one that I'm using for piano. Though MIDI set it up, it should sound better than this. Then this one, you can see the sound. You can hear the sound. Don't mind me. Yeah. So this one. So let me just play. So I'm going to minimize this. So let me mute that vocal. Although I recorded the vocal externally, so I will only mute the vocal. So this is the mute button. So these are the setup of my tracks. I'll remove this one too. Now this one, I just pick a particular sample and I cut it. That's why I'm able to achieve this track 5. Let me solo it so that you can hear on the metronome. It's actually a particular WAV file. Mo can cut it so you understand. So let me play it together with the strings. So you can hear that. So then this is the beat itself. Let me solo the beat. So let me just play the instrumental alone for you. Then this is the bass. Just feel like singing along with the song. You are the mighty God, creator of heaven and earth. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. You are the mighty God. The whole earth is full of your glory. The earth is the Lord's and its fullness thereof. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. Oh, you are the mighty God. So that's just that. You can notice that this any part me or had the basis in, so I undo. So I can actually cut. Let me see. This is the blade. We can discuss on these tools later. So I can cut this. You press shift down and click. Then I click on it. I can move it to this place. So automatically it will just continue. So let me go to that place. Click on. So it's just like duplicating what I've played already. So why I create the same thing on money instead of playing it all over, can just cut it and bring it forward. So I think that's all about the, at least for the introduction. So when you go through this, we can now discuss better on it. All right. So